An update video, I think. YouTube, yeah, why not? Got some stuff to go over. So anyway, I'm on my indexing page, and it's working pretty good now. So maybe I'll go over it first and then do my videos at the end, because you don't care about them anyway. Have been doing a lot of these 3-minute videos, 2-minute videos, and not too much. I mean, the comments and they've been liked pretty well, but not too many views. So it's a little discouraging, but I have to do it better. That's all. Yeah, it forces me to do better, right? Anyway, so these things are working pretty good now. So I figured I'd do a quick video. So I guess first I'll explain how they can be used. So there are links above each tab here, except for this one, because this one's probably going to get altered. Well, they're all probably going to change here and there. But anyway, you can just, if I close this, this will obviously reopen it. Obviously, it will reopen it. And you can just refresh any one of these at any time just by clicking that link, and it'll just refresh that column. The real value of it is you can bookmark these links at the top, and if you put them on your, if you put them where you keep your bookmarks, wherever that would be, drag and drop, DNG1 is there now, and then when you go to a page, and so we'll take a good one. Jay did a little short video here, we'll just open that one real quick, and it's pink unicorns and suffering, making the argument that suffering does exist. So anyway, let's say there was some text here. Some truths are self-evident. So I could select that text. And if I want to do a search, then I would select some text. And then I hit that little bookmark that I created up there, DNG1. And the window will open, but it'll immediately, not immediately, but pretty quickly go to DuckDuckGo and do a search on that text. And it should be quoted. So it will find quotes of some truths are self-evident. And, you'll get the search results for that at DuckDuckGo. See, isn't that nice? And so if I open the toolbar on this page, DuckDuckGo completely screws it up because of their style sheet. So anyway, it's not entirely wasted, but it is a little messy. So anyway, but you can use it to, as an index. Obviously, on this page, it doesn't work too well. I can put a thing in it, it'll default, but it's just such a pain in the ass to try to get around style sheets that I don't bother, because then it just messes everything else up. So, you end up competing with the format of the page, and it's just too much trouble to fight with all that stuff. But anyway, so again, one of my examples that's ruined. So let's just go to some other video. Let's find a interesting. Oh, here's one of my old videos that X-Machine Ghost Guy posted. Really long one, like an hour and a half of being ragged on conference report. So anyway, if I opened it here, I'm clicking the link, and it'll open up over here. So it looks normal now. So I am going to put some other features where this closes here. There'll be other options, and then maybe even a whole menu of other options will open and all that kind of crap. So eventually it'll be a richer thing. But each one of these contains different indexes, based on different things. This is my own one that that has my videos on it. And so the idea is you click on the actual icon, and I suppose I should have it open a new window, but currently it just opens the same window, so I don't know. I have to decide on that. Yeah, so I have to decide. See, I mean, look at this very bad view numbers, 161, 3 comments, it's pretty lame, and, it's, not good. So what can I say? It's just not good. So anyway, here's the outline on these things. So this one called DNG1. So this one's going to have just my videos on it. So it'll be a listing of my videos on all the websites. So Do Not God, YouTube, and Vlogger Dome. So these will be the videos that I post. This one is Good Guys. So this will be like, you know, Forever Wolf Films and My Misery and Me, the two new kids, you know, Wayward whatever, and Frontier something or other, and Great Cho Guy. So these are just the Good Guy videos. Over here, Piero's included now, Piero, is all the bad guys. These are the assholes of the internet, Warbles on a Lot, Great Tex, Anaconda Vod, Lou Dud, whatever, even that philosopher British guy who just talks too much too. So it's all this, Snake Plissken, asshole. So all the assholes are in this one. DNG 3. 3 for assholes, oddballs, fuck-ups, nonsense, jackasses. Anyway, and so this one is just my old style one, and this one just does by channel pages, so it has a mixture of different people, and you know, I might remodel this one and keep doing the channel pages, because the channel pages do seem to pick up videos pretty quickly, you know, whereas in search terms it takes longer for the some videos to get indexed. It's been working better than it did last week. I mean, people's videos are showing up. But it's like My Misery and Me's video did show up in my subscription box. It did show up in this box. So that verifies, at least it came under the search and the subscription. So at least that's a reasonable sign of YouTube not as bad as it was. So anyway, this number 41 is my subscription. So these are the people, whatever I'm subscribed to, they'll show up in here. And some of these are subscriptions from 5 years ago, so there'll be some random junk in here now and then. And some people, when I get pissed off at them, like I got pissed off at Piero today, so I unsubscribed to him, so he won't show up my subscriptions anymore. You know, because he's just such an asshole. I mean, the stupid microbe cells are complicated. No, they're not complicated, they're just dense. Yeah, there's a lot of atoms and molecules in a cell. It doesn't mean they can feel. Feeling, oh, I'm not going to go into it again, but that's what we have a brain for, jackass. To create that theater. Anyway, it's too stupid. It's just such a waste of goddamn time to be fucking contemplating, you know, whether, you know, a fucking microbe is upset because it has anal warts. Anyway, so this last column is what? This is a good one too. Oh yeah, this is likes. So on some different people's pages, I'm indexing their likes, and so I have to modify this. I'll put some different people in, mix it up now and then. But it's sort of interesting what you end up with in here. So that's the likes, and this one changes a lot. So if I reload this, it might change. So it's got Darwin's Hamster, and yeah, I liked My Misery and Me, so his video's right there because I liked it. And so it indexed that already. Okay, so there's no new ones, apparently. Really, yeah, it was changing too much, so I'll balance it better. I mean, I was going through the whole list of the likes, and so there were so many likes that it was just recycling the same ones over and over again because it would run out. So I put them all on limitations so these lists can't get too long, so all of them are the same. Like, 200 videos, I think, per listing. I think it's 200, well, something like that. So it's a pretty good variety. This is an old index that I put my videos on top of, so it's not, the part that's my videos is only from like here up. But anyway, they're all changing. I mean, even this one has some old stuff in it, but as it filters down, it'll get purer and purer and just be evil people. So anyway. So it's working fairly not terrible. So we'll go to the website, and just because we have the bigger index there, and so we might as well take advantage of that. Hey, it's the wrong one. I hit the wrong button. I thought I hit the right button. But there's Blogger Dome, the indexes for all the debates and such. Yeah, this looks like an old index here. No, this is a new one. Yeah, okay. I don't know whose that is. But it does give you the name of the video up here and stuff, and the screen name, and then you click on the actual little icon, though. If you want to go to the website, you click on the icon. Okay, so, alright, so this last video was a response to Luddite returns, and pretty disciplined, careful, measured response. brain stuff. This is, I think, a really good video. Walk and talk video, but I think it's good coverage of what's happening inside our brain. Little parts of it get a little convoluted, but I think it's a good video. Well, they're all, I like them all. This is the YouTube consciousness video, the short video. This is the short video on the right to die. And this is the response to the Nick and Matt Corey thingy, which is a little strange because Nick has posted some Monty Python clips with ads on them. So I don't know whether Nick is saying goodbye again or, it sort of looks like it. Once you start posting copyright material with ads on it, it doesn't seem like you want to stick around very long. See, it's got some Monty Python here. And, they do have ads on them, which is kind of weird. Let's see if it's still got ads on it. It's taking its time to load. Transforming religious metaphor. Yeah, so it's just kind of weird. I mean, it's, Nick knows better, so yeah, his advertisement.
Liz, meet Brad.
Oh, that ad is so fucking tired. I don't know how that does any good for your website when people hate your guts because the ad is so boring and annoying. Anyway, yes, I don't know why he's doing that, except to say goodbye. Or whatever. Maybe he's got a plan. Maybe he needs a new soy milk mixer or something. Anyway, back to work. So yeah, I did another Snake Plisskenus video, but it's on the same subject as the Luddite Returns in a way, because we're back on this nihilism crap with these fucking nihilists who, claim that there's, no difference between 1 trillion people in a concentration camp and a trillion people at Disneyland. And yeah, there's obviously a difference. There's just no way to say there's no difference. One is better than the other, and it's goddamn knowable, and it's a fact, and you're fucking insane if you can't just simply state that, yeah, that's absolutely true. There's just no way to get around it. There's no rational escape from the simple conclusion that, yes, sentient things can be in, whatever, relatively conditional states that are on a scale of not as bad and worse, right? Better or worse. They can be better and they can be worse. And it's better for them to be better and worse for them to be worse. It's good, better, bad, worse. I mean, it's just not complicated. It's insane. Like I said, there's no way to get away. I say it in the video, you people are fucking insane. Anyway, there's the Nick video, the snake. So there's another snake video because he's just so obnoxious. There's the short video on the education system, and then another value evolution. It's probably something to do with value, obviously. I don't remember it, but it had to be a good video. It just had to be. So there's a Vlogger Dome Context Evolution. This is a pretty good video on the evolution, just a short video again. And this is the philosophy, this is the response video to Matt, which I think is a good video. And sort of inspired the modern mystics' troubles by honestly telling somebody that, they would hope for better for them. And so then we're to the contest entry of the 3 videos, the shorts I put together, and Great Tech Sucks video, and whatever. So, yeah, a lot of videos. But whatever, it's probably time to take a bit of a break. I keep saying that I'm going to take a break and I never do it, but, I really got to, I got shit happening I got to take care of, and really, I'm just not getting anywhere here. I just can't get any traction on YouTube. And, I don't know, it's my fault or YouTube's fault or the world's fault, but it doesn't really matter. It's just got to do better. So anyway, I see somebody thought it was an excellent video. This is an excellent video, brain stuff video. So, that's good. Thank you. I think it was a good video, too. And, yeah, so I don't know if there's anything else. All these things work now. The contact page is sort of irrelevant. I don't read it but like once a month anyway. But it's there. Test. See, my test is the last comment on there. which is okay. But you know, it also has the email page on here too, so you can send a direct email thing. And the book page is still the old stuff, but it's in at least this new format. But yeah, I'll have to do some new book videos, and they should still work. Yeah, they're still there. And the tools is basically just has a little video about you know, this exact toolbar thing. See, this bar is which one is this one? This looks like the enemy one. Okay, so that's number 2. So in my book, that's J. Do I have a J linker? Yeah, here's a J. So if I close this, I can reopen it by hitting my bookmark up here. Probably. Yeah, you know, in theory. In theory. Alright, well, we'll try a different one. Strange. Well, it works most of the time. It might be this toolbar is blocking it. I don't know. It really shouldn't be, though. I mean, this really should work. Let's try the eye. Yeah, nope, nothing happened. Weird. Yeah, maybe something's down. Well, it doesn't matter. But this explains how to do the toolbar thing. And then we got the art page. Maybe I'll try loading. I just don't know why it didn't work on this page. It really oh, it's probably got something. There's probably a div with the same name on this page somewhere. That's probably it. So it won't load on my own page. Because still should load. It really is weird. So anyway, it's got the art pages, and yeah, there's the girls again. And such. Link at the bottom. The other page. Yeah, I don't know why that's not loading on. It's weird. Let's try one more time. It's just weird. I don't know what's blocking it, but something on my own page is blocking it. So if I go to a regular page again, if I go to Jay's page here, it'll work. I just know it will. See? Popped right up. Right there. And it stays up there too. It's fixed in its position, so I can scroll the page and it stays there. So eventually I'll do some other kinds of things and blah 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 blah. But yeah, I'm back to that yet. Oh, Lou like the Turns put a comment. Suffering exists. Objective morality does not. Well, this is the joke, right? If you're going to concede that suffering exists, at least any kind of meaningful suffering, then you automatically have a morality based on the suffering. The suffering is a value component, a constituent. Once you've created the value, then you can do your E equals MC squared thing. You write your formulas for the value weight, and you have a moral equation. Moral realism is the pink unicorn as seen in the brilliant response. It's seen in this brilliant response. Well, again, there's no point in saying suffering exists if you're not going to concede that it means nothing. If suffering doesn't mean anything, there's no point in saying it exists. I mean, you've taken all the juice out of the glass. There's no point in calling it a glass of juice if you're going to take all the juice out of the glass. And if you're going to take the meaning out of suffering, if you're going to say the word suffering doesn't mean anything, it's not a negative state of condition, there's just no point in using the word because it doesn't mean anything to you. But of course it creates value. Value is the constituent of morality. Morality is built out of value equations. Duh. I mean, really, duh. I mean, I can't believe adults need this explained to them. Because really, kids can get this. So somehow they read their Nietzsche, and he apparently was so fucking insane that he makes them insane just by reading his nonsense. People. Yeah, why don't you stop using the word moral realism in this discussion? No one is talking about moral realism. Well, whatever, apparently. I'm talking about value realism. And, you know, he's obviously not. Anyway. Anything else? So just keep plugging away and see if it gets anywhere. Does anything at all? Anything at all? Oh, this is progress though. I like it. So links below to this. It's all 6 HTML with these little Z's and 7 thing at the bottom, just mean to be longer columns. So if you don't want the longer columns and you'd rather have shorter columns, just take the Z crap off and it'll get shorter. See, if I take these Z's off, the hash as they call it, and then I load it. Oh, prove me wrong, why don't you stupid motherfucking cunt of a web page. That is weird. No, I'm sorry, there's no explanation for that now. Oh, well, see, it did do this one. Okay, that's right, I changed these so they're fixed size, except when they're loaded. Alright, so that's, yeah, see, but this one was shorter. So anyway, you can't make the other one shorter. Doesn't really matter, though. I'm going to make them shorter, a little bit shorter. Yeah. So anyway, I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, I'll put it back. It's normal. Alright, anyway.